G'day, folks. Welcome back to another Beam 42 episode. We're going to talk about round 21 games this week. How are you, Beef?
Good, buddy. August already, right? So must be getting windy there in Brizzy. Get close to the Ekka.
Yeah, well, Ekka's gone. Been dismissed.
Cancelled.
But we're still going to have the public holiday, so God bless Queensland.
Fantastic.
So news of the week is based on that topic. Where are the games going to be played this week? It looks like it's going to be scattered all over southeast Queensland, but will it?
Well, I would think so. I think they'll play without crowds again. And, they can't just put 8 games on at Suncorp. Although it'd be great if they played every game at Suncorp.
Yeah.
Because by grand final time, that place would be a mud heap, which would be fantastic to watch a grand final, back in those olden day conditions, right? But yeah, look, they'll just play them in southeast Queensland, double headers, triple headers in the one location, but no people, I don't think.
Yeah, I guaranteed no people. Lockdown still till Sunday afternoon. And Suncorp is taking a beating. You could see it in the Monday games. But talking of where games will be played, there's a lot of conjecture about whether Queensland will have the grand final. What are your thoughts there, mate?
I think Paul Kent's a cock. And surely, the NRL has to, play the game in Queensland. I think the only caveat would be if there's no crowds. So if you can get a full Suncorp stadium, you would play it in Brisbane. But if you cannot get anyone to attend, then I'd have no hesitation moving it to Melbourne.
Yeah, look, to me, I'd even lean towards going to Townsville or even out-of-state ones before Melbourne, just because the AFL Grand Final would just dwarf what the NRL Grand Final can do in the lead-up week. So I'd hate to see it in Melbourne, but if that's how COVID works, that's how it'll be. So the other news of the week, that pretty light on news, to be honest, this week, but a lot of teams are getting their gun halfbacks back this week, and Moses, Pearce and Cleary, potentially Cleary. Should be game changers for those teams.
Yeah, well, Parramatta desperately needs him back, so he'll be a big in for them. Cleary, I don't think that, Penrith really needs to rush him. I don't think it really matters if Penrith even came third, right? Behind South, so not a big deal. Pearce is a big in because I think the Knights are a bit inconsistent, and they could put in a shocker, and you could see the Broncos hitting them with an upset. But with Pearce there, I think he keeps things stable. So. Is a huge in for them.
Yeah, look, I agree. I don't think Cleary needs to be rushed. And the fact that the final's likely to be played in Queensland, there's no home field advantage. So as long as you're in the top 4, you basically get the second bite of the cherry. So, yeah, I agree with you on that one. All right, mate, well, we'll jump into round 21 games, and we kick off Thursday night with the Knights v the Broncos, and Pearce is back. Yeah,
so Thursday night, bit unfair on the Knights. They got to back up after 4 days, right? So I thought the NRL might have moved that game around, but not to be. Look, I just think the Knights have got too much to play for, and with Pearce coming back, I can see them putting a number on the improving Broncos. But I think it'll be reasonably tight, and the Knights to win it by 10.
Yeah, I got Knights by 12 as well. And just an interesting side note, there's Stags out for the season with yet another knee injury. This is, I don't know, is this starting to become a little bit of an issue for the guy?
Well, I hope so, because I don't want him playing against us.
Yeah, no, he's good, very good player. So.
Player.
All right, Friday night early game, Raiders and Dragons.
Yeah, well, match of the round. If you're a Raiders fan, right? Look, the Dragons, no Benny Hunt. It's a huge out And to be honest, he and McCulloch have been the only two I think who've really stepped it up this year, right? And McCulloch was a surprise. So we do get quite a few troops back this week. We're only missing two, being Jared Beale and Josh Kerr, due to their sausage suspension. So the rest of them are back. But, I just think we're missing, that bit of class in the halves. But in saying that, I'm going to back the Dragons to win this one, right? So Corey Norman, I can see him at 6. I'm backing a field goal in extra time for the Dragons to win.
Okay, look, I wish you all the best of luck. I got Raiders by 14, and I think most pundits probably do as well. I just think Raiders have got too much to play for. This is a game they have to win to be considered a chance for the 8.
And they stunk last week, right? And Ricky will not let them stink 2 weeks in a row.
Agree. Final game Friday night, Eels and Rabbits. Should be a beauty.
Yeah, good one. Look, I wouldn't be playing Mitch Moses in this game. I would be holding him out, give him another week to make sure he's right, ready to come back. Because I don't think they can win it anyway. So Parramatta to win it needs to have everyone on board, all of their players in. So I think the Rabbits are on a bit of a roll at the moment, and I think the Rabbits will win this one by 12 points.
Yeah, I agree. And good point. I didn't think about resting Moses for this because I'm with you. I got the Rabbits by 8. They're fighting for a top 2 chance. And, Eels are missing RCG as well. So, and geez, the Rabbits are just looking really, really good. And that flea of a man, Mitchell, is just looking a bit tormenting at the back. So, good luck, Eels. All right, move on to Saturday. Warriors and Sharks. Just Sharks with Tracy and Trindle in the halves just really worries me. That stinks.
Wow. But I just don't see. Look, I can see the Warriors, through the kid at the back, the fullback.
Reef Love.
Thank you. Scoring points. I just struggle to see the Sharkies scoring a lot of points. So, but in saying that, I think that Sharkies will want to bounce back. They need to bounce back. They need to get a win. So I just think there's a lot teams with desire. So if the Sharkies win this, then they're a chance of the 8. If Sharkies drop this, then line through them.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I agree. Sharks have to win this to stay in the 8. I got the Warriors by 4. The Sharks must be absolutely spewing that they've let Chad Townsend go. They've got Moylan injured, and
John Johnson.
John Johnson is now injured for the season. It's just tragedy after tragedy for him.
I don't think I did a prediction. In the end.
Right. Okay. So
I'm going Sharks by 4.
Sharks by 4 to sneak in. Okay. Fair enough. It will be a tight one. I really do. And
I think so. I
think it'll be low scoring as well.
Agreed.
So go the unders. So we've got the Roosters and the Panthers, which again should be a really good game. And for me, I'm keeping an eye on Radley and TPJ.
Right. Oh, TPJ with the debut for Penrith.
That's
right.
It.
Nice. Look, I think, I hope they don't play Cleary. You give him more time. I don't think they need Cleary to win this game. Getting the extra ins that they're getting, Coruscant gives them a bit of spark in dummy half. Yo and TPJ as the other in. Gives them a bit more grunt up front, I think. I'm going to say Cleary doesn't play. And, Matt Burton is still a fantastic footballer, right? He's definitely in their top 13 and can can create that, boys. So I'm going to back the Penrith Panthers to win this one by 8 points.
Yeah, okay. And look, to be honest, this is a game Panthers should win. And the Roosters have had to call the journeyman in Dark Copley. He's been around every team that I can think of. Their back line is just decimated. But I think if Cleary doesn't play, I've got the Roosters by 6. If Cleary plays, I think the Panthers will win. But I'm going with the Roosters by 6, and they'll rest Cleary. So I don't know. The Panthers just look a little bit out of form at the moment, and I think the Roosters will pounce. And then we get on to what is clearly the match of the round, and the 10-year anniversary of the Battle of Brookie. So we got Manly versus the Storm.
Yeah, it would be a cracker. Everyone thought last week's game was going to be a good one, right? But then the injuries got into it.
Yeah.
I think, Manly will like their chances because they'll like their chances of scoring points, right? So putting a score up. But it'll be a high scorer, I think. But I think, Melbourne just rise to the occasion again, right? So I've got Melbourne winning this one by 14 with Justin Olam taking out Tommy Turbo, right, to keep him scoreless.
Nice. And that will be his job. He's going to come flying in from that edge, and geez, he can hit. I'd hate
there is no harder head in the NRL.
No, agreed. And look, just an embarrassment of riches for the Storm to still be able to start Hines at fullback and Smith at hooker, and then they've got Paps and Harry Grant still on the bench. That's just embarrassing. So I've got the Storm by 10. They'll stop Manly's run. And which should be a cracker. I can't wait for that. And then we got the Dogs v the Tigers in the Who Cares Cup.
Yeah, certainly two shit teams. So the question is, who's worse? Flip-flop in this one. Tigers without Dane Laurie, where are their points going to come from?
Yeah.
Mbaya was all right there last week when he came in and went to 1. So I still think that they're going to be okay. And Tigers, because they're on TV with this Tiger Town special, need to get a win. So I'm going to back the Tigers to win this one by 8 points.
Yeah, look, I'm going the other way. I think with Flanagan being benched again, and the Dogs, they will bounce back and win by 14. Because I think if the Tigers can't win when Tommy Radonica's passed, then they've got no chance of getting up for anything. So I see them losing out for the rest of the season, the Tigs. Then we go on to what I consider the match of the round, Titans and the Cowboys. It's just a huge game for the Tits.
Yeah, well, they've got to get up for it because Cowboys can be, Cowboys stunk last week, but then they can come good, right? So I think you're right. You just got a bit too much to play for. So Titans to win this one, but they're going to be looking for for and against.
Mm.
So I'm going to say the Titans will win this one by 16.
Nice. I got them sneaking home by 8. My boy Peachy's been banned again. I didn't even see what it was for, but I think it was worth it. And the Cowboys get Valentine Holmes back at fullback, which will be a big in for them. But yeah, just one of those games the Titans just have to start winning if they want to be contenders. So look, it's a shame it's the last game Sunday because I will be a little bit lagged by the time that game's finished.
Awesome.
All right then, mate. Well, that's it for this week. So we'll look forward to next week. Hope all the games come up for you, mate.
Yeah, enjoy your footy. Take care. Stay away from COVID. Wear a mask.